Recently I was talking to a bunch of people from the parish, and we were talking about participation in life. It began by being a discussion about why aren't people participating in the parish in terms of volunteers, but then it brought it out into why aren't people participating in terms of life and the world? And people had different theories. What happens when people spend years in isolation and they're watching TV and they're plunging themselves in social media, right? That has a certain residual trauma, which I'm sure a lot of people experience to this day. Another thought was that maybe there's a certain kind of loss of habit. I'm just out of practice. Before I had a sense of duty and obligation and a sense of habit of being in relationship, being in community, but now I've lost that. I've lost the habit of being in relationship with other people, and so now I'm just habitually by myself. But then another person said, well, maybe people are just afraid. Maybe people are just afraid. They're looking at the world, they're thinking about what could be, and as a matter of being, they're simply afraid all the time. And maybe it doesn't play out in terms of overt terror, but it's just enough that I'm living in a stance of self-protection. What is my world? My world consists of my house, my job, my spouse, my kids. That's it. And I have no room for anything else. The greatness of the human person is tied to the fact that I'm part of something bigger than myself. So even though I might be afraid, even though I might be out of practice, it is necessary that I bring myself into relationship with other people. It's not just being virtuous, it's not just being a good person. You need this and we need this. The only way to find life is live in the context of the paradox of the Christian life. The only way to find life is to give myself away, not to turn in on myself. To give myself away to the point of sacrifice, and our love for God and other people as a habitual way of being.